Today we have a kanji recap, Adjectives Part 2. Have you ever tasted something so bitter that it made you cringe? That's the feeling behind today's kanji, bitter and hardship. This kanji is made of two parts. The top is the radical for grass. The bottom can act as a stand-alone kanji and it means old. This combination came from ancient people noticing that when plants get old, they often taste bitter. And since medicine was often bitter, this kanji started taking the meaning of suffering and hardship. Do not confuse, bitter and young share the same grass radical on the top, though just remember that the old grass is the bitter one. The own reading is ku. The example is kutsu, which means pain, agony. Fun fact, do you know this kanji makes the number 9 unlucky in Japan? In Japanese, 9 is pronounced ku, just like today's kanji. That's why some hospitals skip room number 9. This kanji has 8 strokes. Now, every time you take some medicine, you have a new kanji to remember and practice. Have you ever seen the kanji for old? Well, don't think it is as simple as it looks, and here is the story. This kanji is divided into two parts. The top is not the number 10. It was actually a shield for protection. The bottom was believed to be a prayer box or just a mouth. Whether it was a mouth or a prayer box, together with a shield, would give the message that things that were passed generation after generation needed to be protected and followed. Fun fact! Another etymological story says that the kanji ol was originally the kanji for solid and firm, hence the shield, and therefore it might be the reason why the current kanji for solid has the kanji old inside. The kun reading is furu. The example is furui or old. The sentence is Furui ie ni sonomama sumu no wa kano? Is it possible to live in your old house? The own reading is ko. The examples are kodai or ancient times and koten or classic. Do not confuse old with good luck. Old has the shield on top, while good luck has a samurai. This kanji has 5 strokes. Who would have thought that such a simple kanji would have so much history? And of course, if you want to continue learning cool facts, don't forget to follow my channel. Have you ever seen today's kanji being used as a cute face? Well, today we're digging into it as it actually means few. Where did it come from? Let's start by saying that the kanji few has the radical for small, and their etymology is related. Can you see the relationship of the inscriptions for few compared to the inscription for small? The kanji few shows that the 3 small dots were separated from something larger. The kun readings are suko and suku. The examples are skoshi or small quantity and sukunai or few. I have 3 fun facts for you. Number 1, today's kanji can also mean young, showing when one has little experience or has lived short time. Number 2, the opposite kanji to few is o or many. These 2 are essential for comparing quantities. Number 3, this kanji is part of Japan's kaizen mentality, where even small contributions add up over time. The own reading is shou. The example is shounen or young boy. The sentence is Kindaishi Shonen no Jikenbo, the case files of young Kindaichi. Do not confuse few with small. Even though few didn't come from a face, it can still be a good way to remember this kanji going forward. This kanji has 4 strokes. It is funny how many times I've seen people using this kanji as an emoji. Do you know where it truly came from? Have you seen this kanji before? It means long and chief, and it has an interesting history, so let's do this. Funny enough, this kanji started with the meaning of chief. And what do chiefs look like before? They were usually elderly people characterized by their wisdom and often symbolized by long hair, and this is where the meaning long came from. If you look at this kanji closely, the top is the hair, while the bottom was a cane. The kun reading is naga. The example is nagai, which means long, for distance or time. The sentence is Hashi ga mijikai hito, hashi ga nagai hito, nani ga chigau no? What is the difference between people with short legs and people with long legs? Fun fact! In the dictionary, you will find two kanjis used for the meaning long. The one we're learning today is objective and can be measured, while the other kanji for long is more as in terms of eternal or forever. The on reading is cho. The examples are kaicho, chairman, and shacho, or company president. Do not confuse the kanji long with the kanji notebook. As you can see, the kanji notebook has the radical for clothes. The kanji long is actually a radical in itself, so you can see that it's standing alone. This kanji has 8 strokes, and because of its long meaning, this kanji can also imply prosperity and longevity, making it a character with positive connotations. Before it meant many, it meant meat, not one piece, but two. This kanji looks simple, but it was born from hunger and survival. The character many comes from 2 copies of the symbol for meat, stacked together. In ancient times, meat wasn't just food, it was survival and power. Dabulene meant more meals, a visual way to express abundance. That's how this kanji came to mean many, through a clever use of imaginary, not counting. The kun reading is o. The example is oi or many. The sentence is Wasuremono ga oi, misu ga oi. There are many things I forget, many mistakes. Fun fact, the kanji many forms a fundamental opposing pair with sukunai, or few, little, making them essential for describing quantities. The on reading is ta. The examples are tashitsu, or high humidity, and tabun, or perhaps. Do not confuse many with name. Remember that many doubles the amount of meat, so it has the same kanji twice. So next time you write this kanji, remember, it is not just about number, it is about intensity, a visual reminder of how repetition shapes meaning and how even something simple holds a deep, ancient logic. Now, I got a challenge for you. What is the meaning of this word? Type it in the comments. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe to my channel. Yay!